Okay, so for 9 months, I was eating a bland diet that made me miserable. Um, and it wasn't working. I was hungry all the time. My stomach was not shrinking to accommodate for the amount of food that I was eating because I also had to, limit my portion size. Obviously, servings are small and they're too small for me. And I started, when I get really hungry, not only do I get bitchy, but I get nauseous and I get the feeling that knives are growing in my stomach. And I just would not accommodate to the diet. I was always hungry, always. And I made it to 185 and I stopped. I plateaued. Nothing was working. It just stopped. Granted, I wasn't exercising, but exercise doesn't do much, so it's like, did it even matter? So, I gave up. And I got myself to leave the house by myself for the first time in I think 15 years. And I went to the store and I bought junk food. I spent like $20 on junk food. And I made a stash and I hid it from Michael. Now he has access to my bank statements. So one day, and I would be motivated to go out places just so that I could get junk food. So one day he asked me, did you spend $20 at the Chevron? And because he thought somebody stole my card. And I can't lie. I can't say, no, it wasn't me. I'm not doing anything. So I was like, yeah. And he kept, asking, did you do this? And I was like, yeah. And so I told him I was going out and I was buying junk food. And he was proud of me for going out, but it was like, one step forward, two steps back. I was going out, but I was eating junk food. So I've been trying to go out for walks during the day by myself. I get a little more nervous at night than I do during the day. And I told him just let me eat what I want. And he didn't want to. He was worried about me, but I was just like, I need to be happy. And I gained 20 pounds. And I'm the heaviest that I've ever been. And I'm miserable. And I really wish that I hadn't given up. So we went to the endocrinologist, and we went to the doctor, and we took blood, and my cholesterol is higher, but it's not as high as it was. My liver enzymes are higher, but not as bad as it was. And, all that. The problem is the resting glucose. It means if I don't eat anything, my blood sugar is still high. Because every time you eat something, your blood sugar rises. And if it rises, if the resting blood sugar is over 200, then that means you have type 2 diabetes. My resting blood sugar is like 106 or something. I was taking my blood sugar for a couple of weeks, but I stopped after we established a pattern and the test strips were getting expensive because the insurance doesn't cover them unless you're actually diabetic. And now I'm just kind of at a loss. My legs are a little stronger since I've been walking, so it's not so bad to stand for a while to cook. I've been trying to, I'm allowed to have carbs again, not overly, but I'm eating wheat bread, which I hated before. I wouldn't touch the stuff. But but it was the only thing they served us at the mental hospital. By the way, I went to the mental hospital a second time because I was feeling suicidal again. I mean, it's never stopped, but I was feeling unsafe. So I had to go again. Fun. And the only bread that they served was wheat. So I had to force myself to eat it because otherwise I would go hungry. And I somehow developed a taste for it. So I'm eating wheat bread. I like potato bread too, but potatoes another carb you kind of have to be careful with. I'm eating wheat pasta, which I've never had a problem with. Also red lentil pasta, chickpea pasta, when it goes on sale. Sometimes it goes on really good sales. But the wheat pasta at Winco is like 98 cents or something. So trying to do stuff with pasta, because I love pasta. But haven't gotten back into vegetables exactly. It's just really hard. We're trying to get approval for Wegovy from my insurance, but they haven't given us a yes or a no. I think that's the only thing that's gonna help me, because I need my appetite to be cut. That's what Wegovy does, is it tells you that you're full quicker than normal, and I need that. We've tried medications that curb appetite. Nothing has worked. We have tried everything. Oh, they also say, if you're hungry, eat more fiber and eat more protein. I tried both of those. It didn't work. And I have these knives that are growing in my stomach that's stabby, 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 stabby. And then, I'm still fucking depressed. So what do I want to do? I want to fucking eat. I want to snack on something. I want like pretzels. I want chocolate. I want chocolate. I want to fucking eat. Do I look like I should be eating? No, I don't. That's what the hell happened to me. That's everything that has happened to me. And I didn't even know that I had an eating disorder until earlier this year. I didn't know that what was wrong with me was considered an eating disorder. Because when I think of eating disorders, I don't always jump to binge eating. I usually jump to bulimia or anorexia. Binge eating is a pattern of overeating and can include starvation, which I have done. It can include purging, which I have never done because it's a waste of food and money. Because I grew up poor. So if you throw it up, there goes your money and there goes the food. So I've never purged. I've thought about it. I've thought about starving myself again, but there's a lot of things that go wrong when you starve yourself. It's not a good way to lose weight. It's not good for your body. Sometimes it doesn't even work. Sometimes your body will go in the opposite direction. It'll go, oh, I'm starving. I need to pack on more fat to survive. And, you know, I have to keep arguing to myself, because there's my logical brain and then there's the panic one that's like, okay, well, we're never going to get there. We need to starve ourselves right now. And the logical brain goes, calm down. No, this is what happens when you starve yourself. You know this. You've researched this. You've starved yourself before and it wasn't fun. Is it really worth the price of being skinny? Do you really want to ask me that? Do you really want to ask me that? And then I have low fat content in my breasts, so usually bigger women have bigger breasts. Not me! I didn't gain any weight in my breasts. So I'm just this big lump of potato. I look like a potato. I don't want to be a potato. I want to... And it's not about what other people think. I want to fit in clothes. I want to be pretty to me. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be in pain every time I walk. I don't want to be, close to dying. The first time they discovered the high cholesterol, the doctor said that being a vegetarian was the only thing that saved me. Well, that and not drinking alcohol. If I had been eating meat and if I had been drinking alcohol, I would have died. And the white flour was killing me. And I don't know what to make with wheat flour or any other kind of flour, so I can't bake. For some reason, I keep forgetting to look up recipes because my mind is always in a bad place. And so, I told Mike the other day that I just wanted to jump in front of a bus. I'm not getting the help that I need. I need to be in the mental hospital, but I don't have the money. We're still in medical debt from the first and second one. And because of all the rumors that I spread about me and Kiwi Farms and all that shit, I don't make as much through my YouTube that I did before. I don't get as many views. A lot of people left me. And for some reason, just no one would listen to me when I tried to tell them the truth. Everybody just accused me of lying, and I'm like, I don't get it. When I'm telling the truth, I shouldn't look like I'm lying. Do I look like I'm lying? You know, it's like different. It's like if I told you a lie, my facial expression would be different. I have a tell, and I would not be able to get away with lying to you. So if I tell you the truth, I am purposefully telling you the truth. I am not making anything up. I'm not exaggerating anything. I'm telling you how it is. How do you still think I'm lying? Am I giving off something? Is my face doing something, or my voice doing something that I don't realize it's doing that is usually a tell for people? I don't understand. I don't know why no one would believe me. And no one, I can't say no one, because there's a bunch of you who believed me, and we're still here. And it may not sound like I'm, it may sound like I'm not grateful for the people who stayed, but this is my only job. And I cannot support myself without this. If I could, I would quit. I would retire. And I would only post videos to my channel at my leisure when I really wanted to, without worrying about satisfying anybody, just myself. But I can't, because I barely make enough for groceries. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the less food will make me lose some weight. It's just very uncomfortable, and that's why I need the Wegovy, so that my stomach isn't dying of knife stabbing, and I'm not nauseous and bitchy. I can eat like 3 or 4 servings of something. I could probably do mukbang. That's not a good thing. That is sad. And I'm so addicted to the sugar and the good tasting stuff and the nice textures, and I love food. Ratatouille is one of my favorite movies, and it's not just because it's full of rats. So that is all there is to the story up until now. Again, we're waiting on the Wegovy approval. If it doesn't get approved, we don't really know what we're going to do because it's really expensive. I'm still, even though exercise doesn't help with weight loss, I still go out and walk because it helps with a lot of other things. And it's really discouraging that it doesn't help with weight loss, but I have the main goal of keeping my blood sugar down to help me. But lately the depression has made it so that I just don't want to go out. And especially since the heavier I am, the hotter I am, and the more I sweat. Like, it'll be 72 degrees in the house and I'll feel like it's 90. And I'll just sweat. And when I walk, my head sweats and it makes my hair greasy faster, so I have to wash it more often. The more I wash it, the more the color fades. So that's why I said I can't color it again until I get the sweating issue under control, because not only does the sweat make the dye bleed, but it fades faster, and that's just a waste of money. I hate sweating. And I don't know if it's the weight or if it's the cholesterol. Since my cholesterol isn't as high as it was last time, I'm thinking that it's the weight. And this happened last time I was over 200 pounds too. I just got really hot. And then I noticed that when I got down to 185, I wasn't so hot anymore. So I would like to get down to 120, but that's probably not realistic. So I'm shooting between 130 and 140 if I can. But it would just be so helpful if somebody could come and just take 30 pounds away from me, and then I could do it. I could do it if I just was 30 pounds lighter, and then I could do it. I'm always fighting with this brain, because this brain is the one that wants to give up. It's always, I want to give up, and I can't give up. In my core, I don't want to die. I know I don't. I want to be with Michael. I want to be with my animals. I want to try and experience stuff. But what happened to me in the last 4 years has literally killed part of my personality. I am searching for a huge chunk of my personality, and it's just not there. My creativity is gone. I'm afraid of the computer. Every time I get on the computer, I accomplish something like my snails, and then I'll be afraid of it again. Now I can't do my snails. I had one person who wanted to buy a snail, and I can't do it right now. Even though I need the money, that's not enough for me to go to the computer, because the computer reminds me of what the people did to me. And my fight or flight is like, don't go near that, that's dangerous. My binge eating therapist said that my body is an expert at surviving. Because I've been through so much that all it's trying to do is survive. And it's doing all of these things to me for the sake of survival. I mean, how long do you think it's going to take for me to starve to death with this much on me? You know, because when your body has no food, it starts eating itself. It starts eating its fat, starts eating its muscle. Well, I got a lot of fat on me, so I'm going to last longer. That, and I'm hot, so I'm like a freaking polar bear. I can survive out in very low temperatures. Trust me, I've gone on walks with t-shirts in like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not hard for me. That's sad. All of this is very sad. And I'm very sad. And I'm lost. I don't have any friends because you can't meet friends at a grocery store. I'm not at a point where I can take the bus by myself and go somewhere where I can meet people. Or go to support groups by myself. And Michael works 2 jobs, and it's one of his jobs is freaking killing him. Not only that, but he has PTSD because of my suicide attempt. It almost ruined our marriage. The person who did all this, I mentally scarred my husband. He doesn't get to go to therapy. He doesn't have the time. He's too busy trying to support us and trying to pay back the medical bills that you should be paying off. Because it's your fault. And I keep blaming myself for not being in control. That's what victims do, is we always blame ourselves. It's always our fault. How do people pay for long stays at mental hospitals? Some people are there for years. How do they pay for that? I don't know. But I just really don't think that I should be out of one right now. I've got a safety plan. I do. I haven't called the suicide hotline yet because I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm going to waste their time when they could be saving somebody else who's worth it. I'll call Michael. I'll be like, I need to be talked down, and he'll come home and he'll be with me. And I almost did something a few weeks ago, but I told him I was in a crisis, and he came home for me. I am in a crisis. If you guys are ever feeling suicidal, make sure to tell somebody. I know for you teenagers who are dealing with mental health problems, sometimes you go to your parents and they just say you're being hormonal or you're just being dramatic, and they don't take it seriously, and it's really hard to deal with that. If you're a minor and your parents don't do anything about your mental health, you can call the police and tell them that you do not feel safe, and they will take care of you. Don't be, I'm afraid of cops for a whole different reason, but if you seriously feel like you are going to off yourself right now, you need to call the police and you need to go to the hospital. A big part of my fictional world in Cephalon, big chunk, is Wayward City. That's where this all is. Wayward City is bad. Wayward City has a holiday for people committing suicide. And the reason why that is because encephalon means brain. That is the part of my brain that is dealing with this shit. It's not a celebration of suicide. Not for real. It's an attempt to cope with the things that I'm feeling, because, like I said, deep down in my core, I don't want to die, but something in my head is telling me that I do. It's not just the chemicals, though. It's the environment. It's the fact that I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm surprised I had the energy to yell in this video. I didn't think I would. I'm so sick of arguing. I'm so sick of people trying to start shit. I just want people to be nice. All I've ever done is defend myself. And it's weird how people will bully me. I'll defend myself, and then people will call me the bully. I'm just trying to defend myself. I don't know how to survive any other way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pause. I cannot put into words how hard of a time I am having. The fact that I want to find that piece of my personality that's gone. I want to bring myself back together, and I want to be somebody, and I want to do things, and I want to live, and yet the world is just making me so tired. I don't know how much I can handle this, especially with fucking Trump winning again. What is wrong with you people? Didn't you learn from last time? And I can't just pick up and go to Canada. You don't have the money. We want to leave this state because this state is a red state. Even if we had voted, our vote wouldn't have counted because we're not a swing state. But when we do move, not only... Oh, by the way, there's something that I forgot to mention. All of this shit being doxxed made me really scared. I changed my name. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I am not Kara Reynolds anymore. So you can call me Raytana. Because you will never know my real name. I will not put it on my stories anymore. I should not have revealed my real name. Ever. And apparently I shouldn't have registered for voting in Idaho either. Because apparently that's not private. So when I move, I'm not registering to vote in that state. And I'm never voting again. No one will know where I am. I don't know why that person thought that was okay. And I don't know why any of these people thought what they did was okay. I don't understand how they can laugh at how much suffering they've put me through. Because when I was sure I survived my suicide attempt, they continued doing what they were doing. Once they were sure I was safe and sound, they just went on. Also, somebody said, oh, you have a kiwi farm, so okay, I don't like you anymore, bye. Something like that. So just because that I'm on a cyberbullying site that's responsible for 3 deaths, almost 4, I'm the bad guy. I have the worst nightmares because of the accusations. I have nightmares of little children trying to get intimate with me. And I am the one running away from them. I am pushing them off of me. I think I killed one once. I also have nightmares where I accidentally see somebody doing something to a child. And my worst nightmare ever was something that really, really fucked me up. I've had dreams where something happened, like with some adult would say something, and I would point at them and say, pedophile, 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 to alert everyone around that that person did something. One time in one of my dreams, I said a baby was cute, and these women accused me of being a pedophile. Babies are cute. They're the big sacks of smudge and with little tiny feet and with big old eyes, and they go, wah, wah. They're cute. That's not sexual. I've never had these dreams before. And then I started being accused of being a predator. For the stupidest of reasons. Like one time, somebody got mad that I posted, like, I was trying to make the Vroid model the female V-Roy model into small Lonnie, into child Lonnie. And so I posted a before and after picture to get if it was accurate. Note that this is not an anatomically correct model. This is like your Barbie doll or your Kelly doll. It was smooth. There was nothing there. And it just like, it made this person like, they were so mad, and they were like, I'm uncomfortable. And I'm like, have you ever seen Kewpie dolls? They have modeled penises. Their whole thing is that they're pantsless and they have penises. Does that make you uncomfortable? If it makes you uncomfortable, maybe you're the pedophile. Like, seriously. Holy shit. What these people did messed me up. And that is why I'm fat. And I know I've repeated myself, because now I'm done with my list and I'm rambling. So if you're the one who left that comment and you're watching this, which I would be really surprised if you were, because it's long and you probably have a very short attention span, this is what has happened to me. And I'm going to let you know right now also that even if I hadn't had trauma, I would still probably be a little heavy just because of how old I am. Because when you get old, your hormones change, your metabolism changes, and things happen to your body that make you go, what is going on? Adults usually gain weight as they get older. Usually. So, honey, if you're watching this, and you're as young as you sound, you just wait. When you get old, you're gonna blow up. You know, you better eat healthy, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you from getting out of control. Your bowels are gonna do things that you really don't want it to do. Your urinary tract is gonna do things. Your brain is gonna do things. Your skin, your teeth, so many things are gonna change. And you're not gonna be a pretty little teenager anymore. Because look at me. I'm not a pretty little teenager anymore. I'm shocked I do not have wrinkles. But I've always had really hydrated skin, so, you know, it's always been really, like, soft and stuff. But when your stomach's gonna do stuff, your heart's probably gonna do stuff. A lot of stuff is gonna start failing. You're gonna have bone issues. You're gonna have a lot of physical health issues that you don't know where they came from, especially if your parents have them. Because there's a greater chance of you having health issues if they have health issues. I most likely have a predisposition for fatty liver and high cholesterol. I don't know much about my parents' health because they're not in my life. So, but both of them were skinny, but then again, one was definitely on drugs. So, I'm sure if she quit all the drugs, she would be fat. But I'm trying, okay? I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting this. This is bad. And I would really appreciate it if, when I post videos, because it took me a lot of courage to start posting videos with my face on it, especially without any makeup, because it's the lack of eyelashes that get me, and the fact that I also have to draw on my eyebrows every time. It took me a lot of courage to come on and show this on the camera. And I would like, for once, a little respect, a little understanding, and a little empathy. And just, if you don't have anything nice to say, please, don't say it. Just don't. And if you don't like me, don't watch me. Just go away. Why do you want to be angry? I'm tired. And I just keep getting more tired every day. And you're gonna get tired. And possibly someday you're gonna grow up and you're gonna look back and go, I really wish I didn't do that to that girl. The internet is probably one of the worst things that have ever been invented because of what it has done to society and what it has given people the option to do. And I know I've yelled at a lot of people, and some people probably didn't deserve it. I might have misunderstood what they said, took it as an insult, and tried to defend myself. I wouldn't know. No one's told me. People tell me I'm manipulative, but I'm like, when? Show me. Tell me. What did I do? If I sounded manipulative, I want you to tell me so that I can clear things up, because I don't manipulate people. Like, I don't think I've ever manipulated anybody. And I've never gotten revenge on anybody as much as I would love it. Actually, if I was able to do anything to I wouldn't kill them and I wouldn't torture them. I would embarrass them. I would do something to embarrass the fuck out of them. That just, for some reason, seems way more satisfying than some horror movie revenge shit. But anyway, I just made a mistake looking at the comments. I wanted to try and socialize with you guys, and I guess that's just not a good thing for me to do. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to be there for you and interact with you like I used to. But for my health, if I keep getting things like that, I can't. So I'm sorry that that person ruined it for those of you who would like me to respond to you. I can't anymore. I'm gonna stay away from comments. Right now I have to stay away from true crime videos too, and the news. So, I know this is very, very long, and I told you it was going to be very, very long. I just want to... Somebody said... I did see a comment that said, somebody get this girl a bucket of happiness. That was really cute. I do have to say that when I'm playing with my animals, I do have that bucket of happiness right there. They make me happy. When I posted that video of that squirrel that came close to me, oh my god, that was happiness right there. Animals make me happy. I can't surround myself with them all the time. You know, my babies, they need their sleep. So I can't force them to be out for me. They're people too. They're creatures that need their time. So, but I just wish that happiness could just last. And you know what? Sometimes I just wish life was a Disney movie. You know? Maybe it is for some people. I don't know, I just feel like I'm watching the world go by, and I'm stuck. People are living their lives, people are socializing, doing things, walking, they have destinations, they have places to go, things to do, and I'm just sitting here watching them go. I do apologize if this video brought anybody down. Go watch some cat videos. They're funny. Cats are funny. Jumping spiders are cool. They're cute. The only spider that doesn't trigger my arachnophobia. Rat tricks. Just go make yourselves happy. I'm going to go try and do the same. I'm playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. So at least I can lose myself in some kind of world. I care about people. And I care about good people. And I care about you guys. And you've stuck with me. I promise that if I do die, I will put in my will for Michael to release everything that hasn't been released, like the entire Playing with Fire story line that I have written in what I call the Bible as a joke. It's a joke. Some people didn't take it as a joke. It's a joke. So, just be good to yourself. Please eat healthy. You know, you can have like a treat every now and then. I have a serving of junk food once a week, just so that I don't go crazy. It's okay. But overall, treat yourself well, treat your body well, drink a lot of water, treat your mind well. Treat your mind well. If you think something's going on, get help. Okay? Get help. And if somebody won't help you, find help somewhere else. You can find help. Don't succumb to the evil that is bad chemicals. They're bad. Mental illness is bad. If I didn't have it, I would be unstoppable. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, so, if you like whatever, sign up for a membership, become a patron on my Patreon, and subscribe. Yeah, that stuff. I shall see you later. Alligators and crocodiles. Goodbye.